At the close of the 2019 legislature last week, most lawmakers and Governor Bullock gave themselves positive reviews on what they accomplished during the 87-day session. But the final moments last Thursday also revealed a political dynamic that controls the outcome on many key issues. A split in the Republican Party between conservatives and moderates. MTN's Mike Dennison has the story.
From Medicaid expansion to $80 million of infrastructure bonding to a bed tax increase to fund historical museums, a coalition of Democrats and moderate Republicans banded together this session to form the majority that passed some major legislation. But on many of those votes, Republican leaders who come from the party's conservative bloc voted no. In the Senate, leaders said that's how the process works, and that they realize the GOP has a diverse membership.
Very few people that get everything they want here, if any. And that's just part of the process, and that's how it's designed.
The thought process was to leave this session so that we're all getting along, and when we disagree, we shake hands and move on and call it a day.
But in the House last Thursday, GOP leaders had some different thoughts on the matter. Majority Leader Brad Cheetah of Missoula called Republicans two separate minorities in the legislature and chastised those who teamed up with Democrats to vote for higher taxes.
Montanans, I believe we could have done more. Despite there being 58 Republicans in this chamber, we are not the majority.
Also on the House floor Thursday, veteran Republican Representative Nancy Balance of Hamilton, who voted with the moderates on key bills, suggested that leadership removed her from an important fiscal committee as a form of retaliation.
I'm having difficulty understanding how a 40-year career in the finance industry, 4 times leading the Appropriations Committee, why I would be replaced by a freshman legislator.
But GOP House Speaker Greg Hurst says Balance had the power to reappoint herself and didn't, and he notes that the full committee later made her an ad hoc member. Republican leadership also made a last-minute power play to change legislative rules to give them unprecedented control over interim committees in the next year. But Democratic Senate Leader John Susso of Butte saw a way to block it by moving to adjourn the session Thursday afternoon. That move succeeded by a single vote, 25-24, with all 20 Senate Democrats in favor and 5 Republicans. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Thanks, Mike. Now, MTN News will have a more in-depth look at the session results in this week's Face the State this Sunday.